What's up, everybody? Ron Placone here for Status Coup. I'm here to tell you about the JCPA, or the Journalism Competition and Preservation Act. Now, the goal of this bill, or the aim of this bill and its verbiage, is to address the financial crisis that's going on in independent journalism and journalism as a whole, and create more transparency for financial compensation and how news is being shared on social media and elsewhere. Now, when you first hear this, you might think, wow, this bill sounds great. This bill sounds like it would help independent journalism. Maybe, for instance, in a situation like, let's say, an independent outlet called Status Coup was getting some coverage on a day, let's just say January 6th. I'm just making this up as I go. And let's say a bunch of major news outlets used their footage and didn't compensate them, and in most cases didn't even credit them. Well, if such a policy were to pass, maybe it would kind of help a situation like that, so that a small organization like Status Coup or any other independent outlet didn't have to go chasing after these big juggernauts to get what is rightfully theirs. That's what you would think, but that's not what this bill actually does. Like so many other pieces of policy in the United States, it actually does the opposite of what it says it's supposed to do. Why is that? Well, because it invites the big juggernaut corporate media to the table and allows them to basically form a big cabal about how news gets shared and how things are compensated, and it actually crushes independent news. Here's a Truth Out piece that expands on this. Can we trust corporate media outlets to report on the laws set to govern them? So this fall, the Senate Judiciary Committee approved legislation that would exempt the nation's largest news outlets from some antitrust restrictions. If enacted, the Journalism Competition and Preservation Act would allow major news outlets to collectively negotiate payments from social media companies such as Google and Facebook that link to and profit from the outlet's news reporting. Framed by supporters as a solution to the news industry's financial crisis, the bill enjoys bipartisan support. Yet, according to a letter to congressional lawmakers from more than 20 public interest groups, consumer advocacy, and civil society groups, including Common Cause, Free Press, Public Knowledge, and the EFF, the proposed legislation will compound some of the biggest issues in our information landscape and do little to enable the most promising news models to improve it. So instead of preserving journalism, as the bill's name suggests, the legislation will primarily benefit large corporate news conglomerates such as Sinclair and Alden Global Capital. Now, if people knew what this bill was really about instead of what it says it's about, they probably wouldn't want to support such a thing. That's why Congress is just kind of trying to sneak it in the NDAA to try to just sneak it through without anyone doing much about it. Fortunately, you can take action now. Go to fightforthefuture.org. Call your representatives directly. Tell them to not support the JCPA. Do not support the JCPA. Demand it be removed. And folks, I got some tour dates coming up. January 28th, I will be in Tucson, Arizona. That's a stand-up show and the premiere screening of my short film, Loner. You can get tickets now at ronplacone.com. Use the promo code Lucy at checkout for discounted tickets. That's a holiday special. Don't wait, act now. February 10th, I'll be in Los Angeles, California, the first of 3 shows at the Glendale Room. Second shows are April 14th and May 12th. Tickets at ronplacone.com. And San Diego, I will definitely be there Saturday night, February 18th. The Friday night is up in the air right now, but more tickets and information for everything can be found at ronplacone.com. This is Ron Placone for Status Coup, signing out.